Welcome to my discussion about global warming by MeKenzie Lamb. A report from the federal government said that climate is changing faster than any other point in modern history, and the impacts of it are already being felt. The definition of global warming: an increase in temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, usually created by greenhouse gases, and an increase of carbon dioxide and other pollutions. With global warming, everyone is scared of glaciers melting, rising sea levels, and intense heat waves. The big part of global warming is heat and warming the planet up. This is from rising CO2 levels and greenhouse gases. Scientists say in this century that the lethal heat could be upon us. They say that with the temperature, it needs to be low enough so the air can draw the heat off the skin to be comfortable for humans. Though if the temperature was at 90 and then went up to 105, it would be very dangerous for us. It would be so bad that within hours, human bodies would not be able to handle it, and our bodies would be cooked to death from inside out. We were actually at the beginning of this heat stroke already. For example, in Europe, they have experienced the 5 warmest summers since 2002. Scientists call the ocean melting a cryosphere. The warmer the atmosphere gets, the warmer the glaciers get and then melt, which adding to rising sea levels and also darker ocean waters, which will absorb more sunlight, which makes the waters warming, and then just keeps repeating the cycle. With this happening, a cycle is made and the sea levels keep rising. When this happens, flooding will be more likely to happen to cities on the coast, such as New York, Washington, and Miami. The cost to try and prevent these floods from happening is too much and will be too costly to try and save the homes that will be gone no matter what. With the oceans getting hotter, they absorb 90% of the extra heat from the climate. With this happening, it shifts oceans to expand. This makes high sea levels and change coral colors. With this happening, a third of carbon dioxide ends up in the oceans, triggering a chemistry change that makes the oceans more acid-like. The ocean is 40% more acidic already because of carbon dioxide. Weather is also getting more extreme. Heat waves are becoming more frequent because of global warming. With this happening, there is an increase in evaporation of water, which is a fuel for storms, causing more hurricanes and rising sea levels with more storm surges that can cause much greater damage to the earth. With places that are more dry, wildfires and droughts will intensify more. With climate rising, expect more mosquitoes to come out in the southeast, and in the northeast, ticks will be more common. Also, poison ivy grows faster with the CO2 levels rising. With all this negative, there is some positive ways that we can save the earth and try not to have global warming happening so soon. One way a person could help save the earth is wasteless food. When food is disposed or spoiled, it creates methane. When this is created, it hurts the earth and affects the greenhouse gases because of how strong the methane is. If we waste less with our food, it can be a way to help save the world. A second way a person can save global warming, and might be the easiest, is to reduce, reuse, and recycle. When people do this, it helps stop a big amount of waste to go to landfills. Landfills are bad because the waste just sits there for years to come, though they are starting to make them into useful things such as sport fields. These two things can help slow down global warming. Another way we can prevent global warming is farmers giving their animals different food resources. Farmers at these factories give their cows grains to eat. When doing this, the cows release methane from the grains, which then goes into our atmosphere. If these farmers start to adapt to natural diets for their animals, it will help prevent this gas to spread into the atmosphere. Another way is saving water reduces carbon pollution. This is because it takes a lot of energy to pump heat in to treat your water. A way people can fix this is to take shorter showers and to turn off the sink when brushing your teeth. This can help save global warming from happening also. The last way you can prevent global warming is rethinking transportation. For example, taking an airplane as a transportation route is a major source of air pollution from all the fuel going into the air from the plane. Driving also causes pollution to happen too. If you can walk, it will help save pollution from going into the air. There are many other ways we can prevent global warming from happening, though these are a big few ones that an average human can do to help slow down global warming. In conclusion, scientists are giving us 12 years till the Earth will be no longer capable of saving it. So us humans need to start now to try and slow down the spread of global warming from happening any further, or there won't be an Earth for us humans to live on.